On Global TV News Express, head of service says federal government still investigating civil servants receiving salaries from abroad. Nigeria's gross domestic product grows by 3.46% in the third quarter of 2024. Another foreign scene, Berlin holds Europe's defense ministers after Vladimir Putin hails the new missile. On sport, Mohamed Salah disappointed by lack of Liverpool's offer. Hello and welcome to News Express here on Global TV, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Edikan Michael. A reminder that we are on DSTV, channel 365, free to air, on Nicomsat and Star Times, channel 276. The air component of Operation Adinkai has destroyed the tourist food depot and killed several insurgents during the airstrikes on their enclave at the Jiboram in the area of the Lake Chad of Basin. This was made known in a statement issued in Abuja by the Nigeria Air Force Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Olusola Akimboyewala. He stated that the NAV aircraft carried out the operation on 23 November at a strategic location identified through the meticulous intelligence efforts. He added that intelligence had linked the terrorists in the area to recent attacks, including an assault on the troops in Karoto on 16 November, but the NAV fighter jet in response launched a robust air interdiction mission. The head of Civil Service of the Federation, Didi Wilson Jack, has said that the investigation launched by the federal government to identify civil servants still receiving salaries after relocating abroad is ongoing. Wilson Jack made the statement at an event in Abuja marking 100 days in office and a review of a tenure in the civil service. While denying claims that the process has been abandoned, the head of service stressed that the government remains committed to ensuring those who have moved abroad in search of better opportunities are no longer benefiting from the system. This comes 5 months after President Tinubu ordered that civil servants who continue to receive government salaries after relocating abroad must refund the money. The First Lady, Senator Remi Tinubu, has called for urgent collective action to combat gender-based violence as the country joins the global community to commemorate the International Day for Elimination of Violence Against Women. The First Lady, in a statement, described gender-based violence as one of the most pervasive human rights violations affecting nearly 1 in 3 women. She emphasized the need for collective action across all sectors of the society, urging for timely prosecution of perpetrators and the increased support for victims and survivors. And now we move to the fact that Lagos State government has commended the Supreme Court's decision over the lottery regulations in Nigeria. The state government, in a statement by the Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Omotoso, said that the judgment remains a historic victory for the rule of law, federalism, and the constitutional rights of state. Omotoso said that the Supreme Court decision is a significant affirmation that the regulation of lotteries and gaming is a residual matter falling squarely within the purview of state government. Added that the judgment reinforces the principle of true federalism, empowering states to chart their path for effective regulation. Meanwhile, a lottery investor, Ambassador Obayomi Monomi, has urged the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fayami, to interpret the Supreme Court's recent judgment on the National Lottery Commission. Monomi, while reacting to the Supreme Court ruling in a letter addressed to the AGF, called for clarity on the implications of the ruling, has expressed concerns about its potential impact on the gaming and the lottery sectors. He highlighted fears among stakeholders regarding the economic consequences of the ruling, warning that the judgment might create avenues for unregulated and fraudulent operators undermining the industry's integrity and hurting the economy. Now, in a landmark move to boost tourism and hospitality industry, Imo State government has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Hilton Group with the aim of repositioning the state as a destination of both business and leisure. At the signing of the MOU in Hawaii, the Imo State capital governor Hope Uzodinma said Hilton Group will manage Concord Hotel for the next 25 years, which form part of the agreement. Amachibe has a report.
The ongoing renovation of Concord Hotel was first inspired by Governor Hope Uzodinma. and the Hilton Group to ascertain the level of work. The governor highlighted that the partnership with the Hilton Group would elevate Concord Hotel into international standard and will further boost the tourism potentials of Imo State.
I think we must encourage the inflow of people, traffic to this place. What is more, if Hilton is operating this hotel, it brings Imo State name to the world map. It means that using the Hilton honors, you can decide you can do business. It also means that you can sit in any part of the world and make reservation using the facilities of Hilton Group. I don't think there is any better hotel chain, that can manage this hotel better than Hilton.
Governor Hope Uzodimma also said that the funding of the project was solely by the state government, which he said would cost an initial budget of 18 billion naira, with no plans to borrow funds for its execution.
The contract for the full rehabilitation of the hotel to Record Engineering to the tune of slightly above 18 billion naira. It is our hope that they will conclude the project within record time. Our initial contract period was to be 12 months. But today they've confirmed to me that they will finish in 9 months.
The Senior Director of Development for Europe, the Middle East and Africa at the Hilton said the group was honored to collaborate with the Imo State government and look forward to lasting relationship with the Imo State government.
It's an honor to be able to have this opportunity to bring our world-renowned brand to Owerri. We are very much looking forward to a long-lasting, successful business relationship. Thank you. We're honored.
The event culminated in signing of the Memorandum of Understanding at the Government House, marking a significant milestone for the project. It is hoped that this new development will put Concord Hotel on track to becoming a world-class facility, reinforcing Imo State's position as a hub for tourism and hospitality in Nigeria. From Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News. Dion?
And out to security matters, the federal government says it is taking comprehensive steps to end insecurity in the southeast region. Our Minister of Defense, Mohammed Badaru, disclosed this in Imo State Government House when he paid a courtesy visit to Governor Hope Uzodimma. Our correspondent in Owerri, Marachibe, completes the report.
The visit came shortly after a high-level security meeting held in Enugu, where leaders discussed strategies to address regional security challenges. The Minister of Defense, Mohammed Badru Abubakar, said,
"We had meeting with his support in Enugu with all the security stakeholders, that is the youth group, the chiefs and the CSOs, all from the southeast, and we have robust discussions, and they have contributed very well on how we can improve security in the southeast."
Addressing pressmen after the visit, Imo State Governor Hope Uzodimma said, with the latest development, insecurity would be minimized in the zone.
I think we are coming almost to the end of the tunnel, and we will soon see light. The thing about insurgency, kidnapping, and all manner of criminalities in the southeast will soon become a thing of the past. As for the Uletide, our people, the security agencies here, they are prepared and well equipped.
On his part, the General Officer commanding 82 Division Enugu, Major General Hassan Dada, called on the misled youths in the southeast to give up their arms and embrace peace.
We make sure that the youth are just the way it took place last year, that it will be without crime or minimal level of crime within this festive period. And for all the youths think that have been misled one way or the other with the latest development, they should please come forward, give up their arms, and allow peace to reign in the land. And we are there to support them. We will engage them and see how they can be useful to their own lives and make the society grow.
The visit by the Defense Minister signals renowned efforts to tackle insecurity in the southeast, as residents hope that this engagement will yield lasting peace and approved safety. From Government House, Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News.
And now the police operatives in Katsina State have successfully rescued 14 passengers from kidnapping by the bandits in Danaro village in Magama Jiba local government area. The police spokesperson of the command, SP Abubakar Aliyu, said this in a statement. He said that the incident occurred on Sunday, explaining further that the suspected armed bandits attacked two commercial vehicles on the road with the intent of abducting the occupant. Aliyu, however, revealed that two rescued victims suffered gunshot injuries and were rushed to the hospital for immediate medical attention, adding that efforts were ongoing to apprehend the fleeing suspect as the investigation proceeds. The State Commissioner of the Police, CP Aliyu Babakar, while commending the officers' exceptional display of gallantry and dedication to duty, charged them to sustain the tempo. On the security matter, troops of Section 300, the Multinational Joint Task Force, has successfully executed a decisive operation against Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorists in Kokwawa and Manguda local government areas of Borno State. The operation, which resulted in the elimination of several terrorists and the recovery of critical assets, took place in northern Borno and is located about 137.9 kilometers from Maduguri, while the Kokawa lies 187.3 kilometers away. In a statement, Chief Military Information Officer at the headquarters in Chad, Lieutenant General Landi Osoba, detailed that the success of the mission, that in a related development, the Northeast Chairman of the Hunters Vigilantes and his team thwarted a terrorist attack in a village in Bio local government area as the terrorists retreated upon sighting the patrol vehicles. You're watching the News Express, your Global TV, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. When News Express returns, Nigeria's gross domestic products grows by 3.46% in the third quarter of 2024. We'll bring details of these as well as foreign and sports stories coming after this break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. Around to business. Nigeria's economy recorded a 3.46% year-on-year growth in the gross domestic product during the third quarter of 2024. This was revealed in the latest GDP reports from the National Bureau of Statistics. According to the Bureau, the growth rate represents an improvement over the 2.54% recorded in the same period of 2023 and a slight rise from 3.19% in the preceding quarter. It added that the growth was largely driven by the oil sector as well as the continued expansion in the non-oil activities, particularly services and agriculture. And now the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, has insisted that from January 2025, the Nigerian government will not approve any international airlines flight schedules who have not engaged local caterers service for their outbound flight. Keyamo disclosed this in an interview, explaining that the move was to ramp up the aviation sector to meet up with the President Tinubu's $1 trillion economy. His comment comes amid the controversy over his directive on October 15, 2024 that foreign airlines should patronize the local caterers for outbound flights. According to him, the country will return close to $1 billion in annual revenue for outbound meals by the foreign airlines if the directive is implemented. He insisted that the foreign airlines that don't want to comply with the directive should quit flight to Nigeria. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Eniken Lapori, alongside industry leaders and the Group Chief Executive Officer of NNPCL, Malikari, are set to discuss advancing Nigeria content implementation and addressing the industry challenges and capitalizing on the emerging opportunities at the 2024 Practical Nigerian Contents Forum. The four-day event, scheduled for December 2nd to 5th, 2024, at the Nigerian Content Tower in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, is expected to attract over 750 delegates, including 50 industry experts and policy makers, regulators from across the globe. And now moving ahead to our foreign scene, the United States Senator Lindsey Graham has threatened to impose the sanctions on allied nations like Canada, Britain, Germany, and France if they enforce the International Criminal Court arrest warrant against the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu and the former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. These warrants were issued about alleged war crimes and crimes against humanity in Gaza. A statement was made in response to the ICC's decisions that reflect a strong stance against supporting the Quds actions. Israel military offensives in Gaza launched after the gross border attacks by Hamas in October has resulted in over 44,000 deaths, and mostly women and children, and left more than 104,000 injured. And our defense ministers from Germany, France, Poland, Italy, and the UK are set to meet in Berlin to discuss measures to strengthen security and defense in Europe. Russia's targeting of Ukraine with a new medium-range missile tried to have implications for all of Europe is likely to play a major role during discussions. Donald Trump, said to be inaugurated on January 28, has demanded that Europe invest significantly more money in its own security and expected to cut military aid to Ukraine. Following the recent approval from Washington, Ukraine has begun using US-made missiles on the British Storm Shadow cruise. At the sport, Matteo Berrettini produced a superb display to give Davis Cup holders Italy a 1-0 lead on the Netherlands in the Sunday final, defeating a Baltic Vans to 6-4. The world's number 35 edged the first set, but its peak in the second and left the Dutchman to chance in Malaga, winning in 76 minutes. Berrettini, who came to support Italy, has ended a 47-year wait for the trophy in 2023, has he missed out with an ankle injury as being crucial in the Davis Cup defense. 28-year-old paired up with Sinner to help Italy trumps in doubles decided against Argentina in the last 8 before winning his semi-final singles rubber against the Concacaf. Real Madrid forward Vinicius Jr. has suffered an hamstring injury. The Spanish club made his own in the statement ruling him out of the upcoming Champions League watch at a match with Liverpool. The Spanish media reported that Brazilian winger is expected to miss almost a month, which would also keep him out of the Champions League visit to Atalanta on December 10. Barcelona have reportedly set to extend Robert's tenure at the club, potentially affecting their pursuit of star forwards Erling Haaland and Victor. A 36-year-old Polish striker's current contract is due to expire next summer. A report says that the Catalan giant are likely to activate a clause that will keep him at the club for an additional year, with discussions of extending his deal until 2027 also under consideration. And our Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah has expressed his disappointed over the club's failure to offer him a new contract. A 32-year-old Liverpool's top scorer this season with 12 goals in all competitions is out of contract at the end of the season. The Egypt forward scored twice in the 3-2 win against the Southampton on Sunday, including the winner from the penalty spot to take Liverpool 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League. Although Liverpool have not publicly commented on Salah's remarks, a club source told BBC Sport that the contact between Liverpool and the Salah's agent Rami Abbas is ongoing and has been positive. And to wrap up the News Express, let's take a look at a quick summary. At the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Didi Walson-Jack has said that investigation launched by the federal government to identify civil servants still receiving salaries after relocating abroad is ongoing. At the business, Nigeria's economy recorded 3.46% year-on-year growth in the gross domestic product during the third quarter of 2024. Defense ministers from Germany, France, Poland, Italy, and UK are set to meet in Berlin to discuss measures to strengthen the security and the defense in Europe. On the sport, Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah has expressed his disappointment over the club's failure to offer him a new contract. And as a package on News Express coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. A reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365, Star Times channel 276, and free to air on Necomsat. Kindly follow the rest of the news at Global TV NG. On behalf of the entire production team, I say a very big thank you for joining us on News Express. See you again.